Roy Lewellen was more than a friend of mine. He was my cousin and more like a big brother.
Bill loved Arkansas, and he especially loved his city of Marianna, Arkansas.
And I'm so very, very happy that Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, that you're recognizing him and honoring him for his work.
But he also knew during that era that there were a lot of flaws, and he just felt like that I could do something to change this. And he went about it doing that, of course, during his career.
One of the principals, Miss Anna P. Strong, I'm thinking that's the right one, that she would teach all of the students to, go away, get an education, but come back home and give back to your community.
So I think there was his diligence that was most impressive to me, is that once he set his mind to something, he'd find a way to get it done, regardless to by whatever means he had to do to get it done.
Also took note of just his work ethic, his commitment to his own faith, his family, and all of his many friends.
Of course, the Lakeview case was a landmark case for him. That was probably one of the cases that he was most proud of.
I knew it was something big, and I knew he was doing something great. But at the same time, I was used to my dad doing something great and being involved in something big.
Roy Lewellen understood the importance of education. He knew that it was really the ticket to opportunity. And he knew that Proverbs was right, where it says that diamonds, gold, and rubies have their value, but no greater value than understanding. And he was willing to fight the fight to ensure that all students would have that opportunity wherever they lived. And he wanted to make sure that Arkansas became a model for that, for the nation.
And after years of litigation, they were able finally to win that case.
There was this great lawyer by the name of Charles Hamilton Houston who once said that the work of the lawyer in particular is to sort of reconcile the wants and desires of all individuals, all of us, each equally entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Roy Lewellen saw that as a calling, as a role for him to play in his community.
My dad was a public servant. It was just in him. He was born to do that. And I've gotten so many stories since he passed away from different people who's told me, he did this for me, he did that for me, and
But he was also a part of the Arkansas Minority Health Commission and also the governor's task force on civil rights, and that was during the Clinton years. He liked helping and serving people. That is just kind of something that was innate.
His life was a life of service, and really recognizing that as we are taught in Sunday school, that much is required of those to whom much is given.
He was always there. I couldn't have asked for a better father. And I remember being in a local pageant, and all I wanted was for him to be there. And I can remember standing on that stage and seeing him run through that back door. It may have always been at the nick of time, but he made it,
They say that faith, family, and friends represent the fortune of life. And I think Bill, Roy, having met Doris, felt that he was the richest man alive.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be able to talk about one of the people that was most important in my life and that I loved like a brother.
Tell people I know a lot because I was the little girl that was campaigning with him. I've been there since day one. I know. I've been his sidekick.
Continue to live out the dreams, hopes, and promises of Roy and Doris, and recognize that you're very blessed to have had them and to now have their rich legacy to build on.